What's up? This is Serenity with Cascade Media Group, and you're here today with a person from Casey SourceLink, Jenny Miller. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell people what your position is with Casey SourceLink?
Great. So again, my name is Jenny Miller, and I'm the network builder for Casey SourceLink. Overall, Casey SourceLink is a network of over 240 resources that help people start and run their businesses. As network builder, it's my job to know who all those resources are, what they do, the types of businesses that they work with, and then I work directly with businesses, thousands and thousands of businesses every year, to connect them to the right resource at the right time to make entrepreneurship and small business ownership easier and more efficient for the business owner.
Okay. So when did it get started?
Casey SourceLink was originally founded in 2003. And as any good startup does, did an outlay of the land to see what's available for small business resources in Kansas City, and found out we have tons of resources for small businesses. The problem is those resources don't know about each other, and the business owners don't know about the resources. Or if they know about them, they don't know if it's the right fit for them. So that's the gap that Casey SourceLink originally filled. And that's still what we do at the heart of our business every day. Since we started, we've kind of evolved a little bit, and we now work with our partners to identify gaps in the ecosystem to see what do business owners need that Kansas City isn't offering them, and then how can we form partnerships in order to fill that gap, and then looking at levels of funding from state, federal, local entities in order to create that program that fills the gap.
Wow, that's great. So what are the services that you guys provide to the community? You said partnerships, give me information. What are some other things that you guys do?
So the main thing that we offer is for people looking to start or already in businesses. Those individuals can call us, and that's 816-235-6500. Talk to an actual person about your business.
Oh, great. So it's not automated.
Right. That's one of my favorite things is you talk to an actual person so you can ask the questions and get your answers right now.
Right.
We also follow up with a personalized action plan then. So the business owner...
Personalized for each business?
Right.
Oh, wow. Yep. Okay.
So you have that conversation with the real life person, get your questions answered, and then we'll follow up with your action plan saying, okay, this is the type of business you want to start, or this is the business you're running. This is where you want to go. Here's step one and what you need to fill that. Here's step two. You need to contact this person at this organization to help you.
Wow, that's extremely helpful. Do you know about, on average, how many people you might help in a day, a week, a month, or you don't know?
So we have statistics for 2016. We have approximately 2,500 businesses that call or email us directly.
Wow. Okay.
And then overall, about 92,000 businesses connect with us through our website, through calls, emails, or social media. So that's kind of an average to give you an idea for the year of 2016.
Wow. So about how many people do you think you guys have on staff there?
We have 3 people that are kind of on the phones that are helping businesses. These are also the people that are going to be out at events, meeting business owners. We try to have a presence in the community and make sure you know the faces that you're talking to when you call.
That's great.
And then we also have 2 other people that help with the marketing side of Casey SourceLink.
Marketing, yeah, I know that's definitely important.
Right.
Moving into that, you guys are also the site that does the KC Battle of Brands.
Right.
And I know some people you might have heard of that or seen people that you know who have small businesses who are trying to get people to vote. Tell people, what is that award?
So Battle of the Brands is a competition that we run. This is our 5th year, and we will be doing it next year. So if you weren't in the battle, make sure you keep your ears open for next year. In February, businesses, you have to have been in business for at least a year. Okay. And you have to have Kansas City roots. So you have to be based in Kansas City. Okay. If you meet that criteria, you can go online and nominate your business.
So do you generally get people to nominate themselves, or people can nominate other people?
We like the business owners to nominate themselves.
Oh, okay.
Because then you do have to actively participate to get people to vote. So the business owner needs to be involved in order to spread the word of their business.
Oh, okay. I've had a couple of friends who actually, I know somebody now even who has their business in it, so I was always curious as to how they got in that battle, per se.
Yep. And it's a bracket style competition. So we start with all the nominations in February. The beginning of March, you come out with 64 companies, and it whittles down simply based on the votes that each of those brands get.
So it's not separated by categories of types of business. It's just by just the votes, period.
It is actually separated by categories. Thank you for bringing that up. So when it starts, we categorize businesses into 4 different areas.
Okay.
So your innovation-led businesses, those high-tech, high-moving, fast-growth businesses, there will be 16 businesses originally in that category.
Okay.
We have micro-enterprise. So the smaller, sometimes called the lifestyle business, 1 to 3 people, maybe an online store or a home-based business. We'll have 16 businesses in that category.
Oh, okay.
Main street businesses, so those independent restaurateurs, retailers, doctor's office, lawyer's offices, those businesses that are operating on the main streets of our communities. And then second stage businesses, so those that are well established within the Kansas City market and have employees. They've been around for a while. There'll be 16 businesses in that category.
I know the competition is is it wrapping up right now, or what's going on with it right now?
So as of today, it is the last day to go online and vote. So anyone that hasn't, please do. And we actually have 4. So in each of those 4 areas that I mentioned before is the winner for their bracket. And now they're up against each other in order to determine a final winner.
Oh, so is this like the final one? That's it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So then we'll announce the winner at the end of the week, and we will set up and be ready to go for 2018.
Wow. Okay. So, go ahead.
No, again, this is open every year, so businesses feel free to nominate yourself. It's really a great way. People always ask, "What do I win? What do I win?"
Yes, that was going to be the next question.
So bragging rights. You'll generally win a pair of boxing gloves and bragging rights because you are the Battle of the Brands winner. Several other businesses that have played and or won said this has been a phenomenal way to tell people, new audiences, new potential customers, who they are, what they're doing.
I know that definitely probably helps them as far as like when they speak to people about their business, they can say, my business won Battle of the Brands for 2016 or 2015, and that helps give some credibility to their organization as well, right?
Right. Well, and it's great for the business owner or their marketing manager in order to get better at social media. Right. So how do you tell your story online? How do you use 140 characters to get people interested in your business and vote for you?
Wow.
So there's a lot of positive aspects that come out of it. And for me, as a participant, just voting, I always find new businesses that I didn't know were out there before.
Oh, okay. So would you say whoever won last year, I don't know if you remember that information, would they say their bottom line increased from winning?
Right. Yep. So actually, Pinsight Media won last year.
Okay. And
something that we do is bring back the previous winners and get their highlights or their tips and share that with this year's contenders. So there's a blog up on our website that talks about strategy that Pinsight Media used in order to win that, and also how it helped their business.
Great. So in what way does KC SourceLink help women and minority businesses? I know that you said generally you have your information for all types of business, but is there anything you guys specifically do for women and minority businesses?
So there are, I mentioned our resource network of over 240 organizations. There are some specific organizations that help specific demographics. Mm-hmm. So for example, the Women's Business Center helps women-owned businesses. There's also, we found that there was a lack of diversity among several of the organizations.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2015, we helped set up the Multicultural Business Coalition.
Oh, wow, okay.
So this is an organization that is available. It actually has 31 organizations that are involved that specifically help multicultural owned business owners.
Wow, that's great.
So the purpose is to get more involvement, to make sure that our multicultural businesses know what resources are available so that we can best help all populations.
Wow, and how would somebody get information on the Multicultural Business Association?
So there is a Facebook presence, and it's
can you get it on you guys' website?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
You can get that information off of our website. There's also a Twitter presence, and the Multicultural Business Coalition will have their own website launching soon.
Okay.
They're also hosting a great event to kick off Small Business Week,
mm-hmm.
which is the first week of May.
Oh, okay.
May 1st, there will be a Multicultural Business Coalition happy hour, which is open, to everybody?
Okay.
Yep.
Well, tell us about Small Business Week in May.
So the Small Business Administration, which is the federal government's national association that helps small businesses, hosts Small Business Week. Okay. So it is the first week of May every year.
Oh, okay. And then as far as like most of the events, anybody who has a small business can go?
Right. And actually, KC SourceLink operates Kansas City's most comprehensive business calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So these events are networking events for your business. How do you use LinkedIn to prospect for your business? Okay. There's a class for that.
Are your classes free? Or is there a charge? Or
it depends.
Okay.
So there is a charge for some of the events. You can simply go online to our calendar, click on the event that you're interested in, and it will give you the full details of the event. It'll tell you who's hosting it, where it's at. If there is a cost associated, that's listed out. And then if there's an RSVP required, you can do that directly off from our site.
Wow. So what would you say is next on the horizon for you all? Like, you're wrapping up the Battle of the Brands. We're going into April. And I know you mentioned in May you have Small Business Week. So what's next in April? Like, what are you guys doing in April?
So in April, we're kind of prepping for what's next, to tell you the truth. We have a couple big things. We actually just released our fourth State of Entrepreneurship report for Kansas City.
Okay, wow.
So this is available, wecreatekc.com,
mm-hmm.
And it talks about the progress that has been made in Kansas City over the last 4 years towards becoming America's most entrepreneurial city.
Wow, okay.
The Greater Kansas City Chamber of Commerce made this statement that this is what we were going to do. So it helped KC SourceLink and our network activate and figure out how are we going to measure this and how can we come together as a group in order to make Kansas City America's most entrepreneurial city.
Oh, okay.
So that report was actually just released last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That talks about areas that we've made big improvement in. So access to capital. We actually have 290% more available capital that's been identified for businesses in 2016 compared to 2012.
Wow, okay.
Also looking at awareness. 5 years ago, Kansas City wasn't showing up on any of your best of or top 10 lists.
Right.
And now we are.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is still a gap or kind of a weakness in corporate engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an area that KC SourceLink is looking to move into.
Give us a little more information on what do you mean the gap in corporate engagement.
So how do some of Kansas City's larger corporations help the startup community or help the entrepreneurial ecosystem?
Okay.
And there's a wide variety of ways that corporations can involve, and we're sure that some of them are. We just need to do a little research and figure out what works best and how can we help corporations get more involved with these startups, and how can the startups then access the knowledge and the skill sets that are in these corporations.
Okay. So basically we need more corporations kind of helping the smaller business community.
Right. And it all comes back to a great ecosystem. Mm-hmm. If you have everybody involved at all levels, from that micro enterprise one person operating out of their home to the largest corporations, we're going to have a more vibrant area.
So it's all about working together.
That's right. That's what KC SourceLink is all about. Collaboration.
Okay. So tell people, how would they get in contact with you, or just KC SourceLink in general, if they want more information, check out your guys' calendar, or anything involving KC SourceLink?
So we have a very comprehensive website, and it is kcsourcelink.com. Please feel free to check that out. Access our resource navigator, which is the database of 240 resources available. That's also where our calendar is, so please take advantage of those. Also, if you're looking for that personal touch, if you have a question, give us a call. That really is the best way to get your questions answered and to be the most efficient. So that phone number is 816-235-6500.
All right. Thank you, Jenny.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. I'm Serenity, reminding you to spit your piece.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.